The U.S. women's national team is into the semifinals at the Tokyo Olympics after a dramatic penalty kick win over the Netherlands earlier this morning. Joining us now, two-time World Cup champion Allie Krieger on the show. Allie, are you cool? Are you calm? Are you collected? How did you survive this morning's game?
I was so shook this morning, but I've calmed down and I'm definitely cool and collected. But it was a wild game, that's for sure, but so exciting. And I'm so proud of the team to finish up strong and get the job done to move on to the semifinals.
I'm imagining if you're specifically proud of anybody, it's got to be Alyssa Naeher, right? She is certainly the hero of the night on this one. Not just, Allie, the three penalty saves, but really the fact that they all come after she made what I think for her level of goalie is like a pretty significant mistake on the second Netherlands goal. It shows her mental fortitude there to not let that affect her and actually from there kind of go on to become the key figure in this match for the U.S.
Yes, absolutely. She was amazing today, making those three important saves of the penalty kicks in order for the U.S. to, continue to have an opportunity to win. And so I think as a goalkeeper, obviously, I talk to Ashlyn about this all the time that, goalkeepers need to make one or two important saves a game in order to keep their team in it. And that's what she did today. And I'm really, really proud of her to see her progression through this tournament because I know it hasn't been easy and the team obviously hasn't been playing the way that they always do. And then obviously Pino stepping up and taking that decisive kick, the winner, just put it right in the top corner. And there was no question about that one.
Allie, I'm looking at the lineup and huge decisions by Vlatko. I mean, there's no Rapinoe, no Alex Morgan, no Kristen Press, no Rose Lavelle. A big decision from the head coach. Walk me through this. What were your initial thoughts?
Yes, obviously, I was surprised as well. I was expecting to see, Pino out there and a really strong starting front line. Not that we didn't have one that started the game, but it just was a surprise to me because Lynn hadn't played most of the tournament. And so obviously she had a great game today, really was an impact in both of the U.S. goals. And then obviously Alex and Pino came in to make a difference in the end. But yeah, I was a bit surprised, but Lynn took her opportunity, did really well, and made a big impact. And that's what the team needed at the time. And so I think it was kind of a refresher for her and the squad, and she did well.
Absolutely. A goal and an assist, a big decision for Vlatko Andonovski. I love the Lynn Williams story. She's kind of the ideal of what the NWSL can do for a player's career. If the NWSL doesn't exist, I don't know that Lynn Williams is in this national team, but she's used that platform, one of the last cuts from the 2019 World Cup team, and here she is making a huge, huge difference in the Olympics. Okay, so Allie, I got to ask you about one of the big talking points before this match with this Dutch team was kind of the trash talk that we were hearing. Maybe trash talk is like too harsh, but from multiple players, quotes that, I'm sorry, it just sounded like supreme confidence going into a World Cup final rematch against, the number one team in the world. I'm super curious to get your reaction to kind of what they say. I'll read you the first quote here. It's from Lika Martins, who actually, as we know, ends up missing the critical penalty, what would have been the game winner. Quote, "It is no longer the unbeatable USA that everyone looks up to. We have a lot of respect for them, absolutely, but we think this is the tournament we're going to kick them out in. We're definitely not in awe anymore." There was some similar comments from Danielle Van de Donk as well. What was the reaction to this in the locker room? I can't imagine the U.S. women's national team taking this lightly.
No, not at all. We always step up to the plate thinking that we're going to win and having that winning mentality right from the get, which a lot of teams have been scared of in the past. But I think the biggest takeaway from this tournament so far is that teams are catching up to us and they're no longer scared of the United States. And they can understand that if they bring that, attacking winning mentality and a little compactness in both attacking and defense, both on and off the ball, that they can really match up with us. And I feel like that's kind of those quotes are kind of a reflection of what how the U.S. women's national team began this tournament. Now, obviously, today, it didn't go Netherlands' way, but we see that teams in Europe and all over the world are really catching up and figuring it out, and they're doing well. And so I think we do need to continue to work on getting better and growing the game. And it's exciting to see other teams doing just as well, if not better, at times.
Okay, one of those teams doing very well is Canada. The U.S. women will play Canada in the semifinal. How big of a threat, Allie, is Canada to the U.S. women?
They're always a threat. They're one of our biggest rivals and have been for many, many years. I think the Canadian national team, they're strong. They also have mental toughness and their willingness to match up with us just tactically, technically, and just to have a battle. I know they're looking forward to this, and I know obviously U.S. women as well, but Canada always wants to play us. And they always want to be matched up with us, and they think of it as such a good opportunity. And they have one of the best players in the world who's proven her worth every tournament for years and years, which is Christine Sinclair, who we obviously need to keep an eye on and make sure that we come out to this game right from the start really well, and put them on their heels and get them on their back foot, because I know that they are waiting for this game and probably have been all tournament.
There you go. A backyard brawl in the Olympic semifinal. Allie Krieger, two-time World Cup champion. Thanks so much for the time. Good luck this weekend with Orlando.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.